Today, on Shadows of the Internet, we uncover the story of a Venezuelan influencer whose fearless criticism of gangs and corrupt officials came at a devastating cost. A voice that challenged power was silenced in real time, leaving behind not just grief, but a chilling reminder of the dangers that come with speaking truth online. This is the story of Gabriel Jesus Sarmiento. Gabriel Jesus Sarmiento, 25, was not your typical content creator. Based in Maracay, in Venezuela's Aragua state, he carved out a digital platform rooted in bold public decrying of organized crime and corruption. An unusual path in the world of influencer culture. By day, Gabriel worked as a programmer and cybersecurity analyst, but online, he became a digital watchdog. Under the TikTok handle @unleaks, Gabriel amassed over 163,000 followers, drawn not by dance challenges or pranks, but by his willingness to call out powerful and dangerous figures. He regularly named and tagged high-ranking officials, including Interior Minister Diosdado Cabello and Aragua Governor Johanna Sanchez, highlighting police officers, prison authorities, and criminal groups he believed were operating with impunity. Gabriel's activism was personal. He accused the Tren de Aragua and Tren de Llano gangs and the regime's security services of threatening and extorting him. He even claimed to have been previously detained in the La Morita prison for 15 days, which only fueled his determination to continue exposing abuses and injustices. He didn't shy away from confrontation. In one live stream, he addressed the Tren de Aragua leader Niño Guerrero directly
sobre el Tren de Aragua y sobre delincuentes del Estado de Aragua,
invoking the legacy of his late father, who warned him that the gang was behind the threats against him. Despite the risk, Gabriel maintained a resolute message. "We are full of criminal officials who work with common criminals. I just want a better Aragua for everyone." His words radiated both defiance and hope, showcasing a rare authenticity rarely found in online commentary.
Este video es para denunciar al comisario Molina Gustavo, jefe de la Unidad contra Terrorismo y Subversión Aragua.
But on June 22nd, 2025, Gabriel's live stream turned into his final broadcast. What started as another live denunciation became a horrifying moment of violence. As Gabriel called for help from Venezuela's intelligence service, SEBIN, and spoke his exact location, El Piñonal, Calle JJ Montesinos, two armed men stormed in. His camera captured the chaos unfolding, his mother screaming, "Auxilio, lo mataron." Gabriel shouting for help, and then gunfire that ended the stream. He was shot at least 9 times and died instantly. His mother was also critically injured with a gunshot to the abdomen. In response, Attorney General Tarek William Saab assigned the 69th Prosecutor's Office Against Organized Crime to lead the investigation, promising to identify and hold those responsible to account. In the days following the stream, Venezuelan police made their first arrest. Perina Uribari, identified as the partner of alleged gunman Adrian Romero, Niño Loco, was apprehended and charged with intentional homicide, criminal association, and terrorism, including charges related to the attempted killing of Sarmiento's mother. Arrest warrants were issued for Romero himself, along with 2 other suspects, Wilbert Gonzalez and Gerald Nieto. Weeks later, on July 27, 2025, a grim development surfaced. Wilbert de Jesus Gonzalez Castillo, alias El Will, was found dead in an advanced state of decomposition by the shores of Lake Valencia. Authorities said he died following a confrontation with national police, then apparently drowned while attempting to evade capture. Media reports suggest he may have been involved in breaching Sarmiento's home to facilitate the assault. The live-streamed murder animated a wave of public outrage across Venezuela and Latin America. Across TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram, users flooded the platforms with tributes, demanding justice and accountability for those responsible. Human rights groups and activists amplified calls for transparency from communities within Venezuela and in diaspora, calling Sarmiento a martyr for truth. Internationally, media outlets like CNN, CBS, People and El País spotlighted Sarmiento's case as part of a rising and alarming trend of violence against outspoken content creators in Latin America. The killing also reignited broader concerns about freedom of expression in a country where traditional journalism faces censorship and where social media has become one of the few platforms for dissent. Many fear systemic corruption could impede justice, even as official statements promise action. Remembering the man behind the screen. Gabriel Jesus Sarmiento was more than a TikToker with a bold message. He was a programmer, a citizen journalist, and someone who refused to look the other way when corruption thrived.
Por el Departamento de Investigación Penal.
His bravery inspired thousands, but his story also underscores a terrifying reality. Speaking truth in some places can cost you everything. His life and his death serve as a reminder that influencers aren't just faces on a screen. They carry beliefs, fears, and sometimes they pay the ultimate price for their convictions. Gabriel's legacy isn't just views or followers, it's courage in the face of fear. This tragedy is more than a single episode of violence. It exposes the dangerous fragility of free speech in places where criminal networks and state actors may be indistinguishable, and where speaking truth can mean risking life itself. Sarmiento's death triggered arrests and public outrage, but the hunt for the true accountability continues. His story remains a cautionary tale and a rallying cry for all who dare to speak out. This has been another episode of Shadows of the Internet. We release new episodes every Wednesday, exploring the stories behind the screens, from social media feuds to the darkest corners of digital fame. Stay curious, stay compassionate, and stay safe out there, Shadowers.